Hello, I'm Nichelle Miller, your lead facilitator for today's session with Harvest Girl International's All Girls Matter Self-Esteem Academy. If you're brand new here, welcome. Glad you're here. If you're coming back, welcome back. And I hope that you invited a friend to come along with us today on today's journey. But before we get started, please make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. So make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you are alerted every time that we put out a new video. For this programming, it's targeted to girls ages 9 through 17, and we publish a new video the third Saturday of each month. So to make sure that you don't miss out, make sure that you have liked and subscribed, as well as enroll each month so that you get the special handout and you're eligible for free prizes. Sound good? Perfect. All right, so first of all, I just need to meet you. Who are you? When someone says, "Who are you?" what is your typical answer? For most people, it's to respond with their name. So I am Nichelle Miller, or my name is Nichelle Miller. Here at our programming, we always say I am because we want you to own your name. So starting out, when I ask, "Who are you?" Who are you? Did you forget? I am, and then your name. Okay, let's try it again. Who are you? Perfect. Good job. High five. Okay, so how many times have you looked at somebody and said, "Oh, I wish I had her hair or her house or her life. Her life just seems so easy. Oh, I just wish I had that." Anybody? I know I've done it. And then how does that make you feel inside? Like you feel kind of yucky, like you're missing something, right? Like you don't have all that you need, or you're missing something. Okay, so it makes you feel not so great, and we call that the comparison game. So when you're comparing yourself to others, it takes away from you and how good you feel about yourself. Or how many of you have ever had the twos? What are the twos? Okay. I'm too tall, I'm too short, I'm too small, I'm too whatever it is. Anybody ever had the twos? For me, it's always been I'm too short, always. I'm too short has always been my issue if I'm doing the two game. So what is your two? Do you have a two? Do you ever say you're too tall, you're too short, you're too, what is your two? Okay, fair enough. So first off, I want you to stop it. Stop it right now. No more of the twos, unless it's positive. We're going to talk about that. And no more of the comparison game. Why? Because it takes away from how you are, how amazing you are, and it makes you feel yucky. And nobody wants to feel yucky, right? It's the worst feeling ever. So we're going to focus on you. So I asked who you were, and you told me your name and who you were, or maybe there's more to you. Maybe, I am, and you're a leader or a big sister or a cousin or a friend. Maybe you named one of those. Cool. But let's go into more depth of who you are. So one thing we talk about a lot here is self-esteem. So when you think self-esteem, that can be kind of a big word or thing to capture, right? So basically, self-esteem breaks down to one thing. It's your thoughts about you. Self, meaning you. What are your thoughts about you? No matter what your self-esteem is, it's all because of what you think about you. Okay? So if you think great things about yourself, your self-esteem is probably high. If you're playing the twos or the comparison game, your self-esteem may be a little lower. So we want to focus on you today and how we can make that self-esteem go, right? Okay, so I want you to start here with me. And hopefully you have a pen with you and you have today's programming worksheet so that you can follow along. But I want you to start with this. What is one thing that you are proud about yourself, or proud of about yourself? So one thing. Are you writing it down? I want you to write it down. One thing about you that you are proud of. Are you thinking about it? Are you writing it? Do you want to share what you wrote? Can I see it? Okay. Some of you are still thinking. Okay, I'm going to give you like 10 seconds more. So one thing that you are proud of about you, something you've done, something you are, something about you that you are proud of. Write that down. Okay, you got it? All right, ready to move on? What is one thing that you don't like about yourself? Just one thing, write that down. So one thing you don't like about yourself, write it down. So on one side, you should have one thing you liked about yourself or that you're proud of, And then on the other side, one thing you don't like about yourself. Okay? Are you done with that? Now, which one was easier? You have to think about it. If you're like most people, the thing that you don't like about yourself was the easiest. Why is that? Because most times, that's what we think about the most. We think about the things that we don't like about ourselves. Instead of focusing on how awesome and amazing you are, you think about the things about yourself that you don't like. So we call that negative self-chatter or negative talk or negative self-talk, but it's that negative little chatter that you focus on the most, okay? So, were you able to come up with more than one thing that you are proud of or more than one thing that you don't like about yourself? Yeah? Usually it's a lot harder to come up with those things we don't like because of that negative chatter, because that's what we think about the most. But we're going to reprogram you, girl boss. We're going to flip that and make you think about the things that are so amazing about you. Okay. One more step on this part before we get into the good stuff, okay? How do you feel when someone gives you a compliment? When someone comes up to you and says, "Ooh, I love your hair today." Or, "Oh, you have the most amazing smile." Or, "Oh, I love your outfit. Oh, you look incredible." How do you react to that? Most people, and this is a study, most people will say something negative to respond, or they'll downplay it. So for example, if someone were to say, "Oh, I love your hair today," most people will say, "Oh, it's really frizzy today, and I didn't really like the way I did it, and I had to blow dry it twice, and I had to curl it." So most people will take away from the compliment they've been given, right? Or will flip it back and say, "Oh, well, I love your hair too," rather than just taking the gift. So when someone compliments you, my hair is crazy, I'm sorry. When someone compliments you, they are giving you a gift. So what if your favorite person or your favorite family member, somebody came up to you and said, "Oh, you're so amazing. Here's this great gift." Would you say, "Yeah, no, I don't really deserve that"? Or would you say, "Oh, no, here, you take it"? What would you say? Most of us, when we get a really, really great gift, we're like, "Oh, thank you," right? So when you receive a compliment, that's a gift. So I want you to really start thinking about that, because especially as women, we don't accept the gift well because of that negative chatter, right? Those bad things that we tell ourselves, the things we're not proud of. But girl boss, you are so amazing. You deserve that gift. So when someone compliments you, I want you to do this. Thank you. Was that hard? No? Okay, I'm going to tell you something. You are amazing for being here today. So glad to see you. Did you say thank you? Or did you kind of... The new you is going to say thank you, and that's it. But I want you to kind of go deeper with that. You're going to say thank you, and then take a minute and repeat in your mind what they said to you. What made you feel so good? What was so positive and so amazing? So if someone says, "Oh, girl, I love your hair today. Thank you." And you're going to think quietly, "They love my hair. My hair's pretty great," right? So I want you to get in the practice of thank you, and then thinking about it to yourself, and then save it in your little brain space. Because when you're feeling yucky, you can think about that time that somebody said, "Oh, I love your hair," or "Oh, I love your shoes," or "Oh, you're so amazing." And that way, when those negative little things that you don't like pop up, you can say, "Oh, but wait a minute. I'm really amazing, and they loved my hair, and so I'm pretty great," right? So a compliment is a gift. When someone gives you that gift, you're going to accept it. You're going to say thank you. You're going to process it, and you're going to save it. Cool? All right, moving on. So, got to look at my notes here. I have so much stuff to tell you. Okay, so I want you to focus on how we can accept the positive things easier. Remember when we talked about something that you're proud of and something that you're not so proud of, and how it was hard to come up with the thing that you're proud of, but it wasn't hard to come up with that negative thing, right? Because we hear the negative so much. There's 3 steps that you're going to follow to start thinking more about the positive things. Super easy. You ready? Okay. The first step, super easy. Spend time with people that make you feel good. That should be easy, right? That should be like your bestest friends, your family, anybody that's super close to you that you're around all the time. Those should be people that make you feel good or happy about yourself, right? Why would you spend time, and we all do this, why would you spend time with a Debbie Downer or someone that's mean to you? Is that person worth your time? Is that fair to you? Now, not to say that if one of our friends is feeling down or sad, we won't spend time with them, okay? That's not fair, no. But what I'm saying is if you have that friend that's always mean to you, or that person that's always, oh, I don't like that about you, or oh, I don't like this, or they're always negative, kind of a Debbie Downer, negative Nelly, don't spend time with those people. I want you to spend time with people that are like, oh, girl, you're awesome. Yes, you can do that. Whatever you dream, you can do it. I know you can do it. Those are the people that you want to spend your time with. Why? Because you'll start to believe the things they say. What you hear and what you are around is what soaks into your mind, and your mind programs everything else. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I want you to be around people that celebrate you. And likewise, I want you to celebrate other people. Okay? So we can lift other people up. There's not just so many good things in the world. There's tons of good things in the world. And we can give good things to other people and good things will come back and vice versa. So it's not that if you compliment me, I can't be nice to you because you might take my place or you might do something. No, there's so much good for everybody that we can just pass it along. It's really easy. Okay, so first thing, you're going to spend time with people that make you feel good. We talked about that. We're going to cut out some of the negative people where we can. Now, sometimes you can't. Sometimes it is family members or it's people that you're around all the time. Maybe you're on a sports team and you're around some people all the time that are negative. Try to gravitate towards the people around that are positive. Okay? Okay. Step 2, I want you to save positive thoughts. So, how many of you have one of these? A phone. And how many of you listen to music on it? Probably all of you, right? Or how many of you look at TikTok or Snapchat or even YouTube? I know I do. And what do you do with the things you like? You like them, right, on the page, and then you'll save them. Sometimes you forward them to friends, but you save them, right? So when you have those positive thoughts, I want you to save it. So like a good song, like a good video, I want you to save those thoughts. And if you have to make a note section in your phone and call it positive thoughts and type in positive things that happen and read them and refer to them, that's okay. That's awesome. But I want you to save those positive thoughts. Now, when the negative thoughts come, because they come, remember that negative chatter? When those come, I want you to hit delete. I want you to skip it. I want you to turn the volume down. So just like a song comes on you don't like, you're listening. Oh, I don't like that song. What do? You skip it. You don't sit there and listen to it. Why? Because you don't like it. So don't let anyone talk negative to you and sit there when you don't like it. Skip it. Go to the next one. Skip that. I don't need that negative thought. Got my positive thought. I got my thumbs up. It's good stuff. Done. I don't need to keep the negative, okay? And neither do you. Step 3, tell other people what you like about them. Remember I talked about how there's so much good in the world and how we can pass it around and we can pay it forward? Tell other people what you like about them. How many times have you been somewhere and you like someone's shoes or you like their outfit or you liked the way they played a sport and you don't say anything? Right? I know I've done it. I'm trying to get better about it, but I've done it. And you go home and you're like, man, I should have told her that. How do you know that you were not the person meant to lift that person up that day? That person may be having a crummy day and upset. Maybe they didn't like their hair that day, or maybe they had a bad morning. And you can change it all, right? Just by telling other people what you like about them. Because what happens is, and it's so amazing the way the world works, somebody's going to do that for you. And it's going to be when you least expect it. And it will be amazing. I still have crazy hair. I'm trying to get this fixed, you guys. Okay, sorry. Sorry, it's a girl thing. So make sure you tell other people what you like about them. So how are we going to increase our positive, good things that we like, the things we're proud of? 1, we're going to be around people that make us feel good. 2, we're going to save those positive thoughts and we're going to delete or we're going to skip or we're going to thumbs down it, whatever, those negative thoughts, because you've got so many good thoughts that you're saving. You don't even have space for the negative thoughts. And then 3rd, we're going to tell other people what we like about them. because we know how good it feels to get a compliment. When we get that compliment, what do? Thank you, zip it. And then to ourselves, we repeat it and we enjoy that little moment and then we keep moving. So when you do that for other people, it lifts them up. So when you lift other people up, it makes you feel all warm inside. Kind of like when you give somebody a present. This hair. When you give somebody a present and it makes you happy because you're giving them a gift. Remember, those compliments are like gifts, okay? Okay. So the great thing, girl boss, with self-esteem and with this power is that you can rewrite the story. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter what has happened, you can rewrite the story just by changing your thoughts. So when we think about our negative chatter and how we're going to start shutting that out, sometimes you'll have to make the conscious effort, the real focus, to replace that negative thought. So for example, instead of saying, ugh, I have to go to practice today. What if you said, oh, yay, I get to go to practice today? Now that can be a little extreme. Maybe you don't feel like going to practice. Or for me, I have to go to work today. Or, oh, good, I get to go to work today. I have a job. I get somewhere to go. I get to go to work. Same thing for you. If you have to go to a practice or a rehearsal or whatever, you get to do that thing. And you get to do it the way that only you can. You get to be the best at that thing, and nobody else can do it like you can. So instead of saying, I have to do things, you get to do things. And it'll make you feel so positive and excited, especially things you don't want to do. Trust me on this. For example, I talked about going to work. My other one I don't like to do is clean the bathroom. So, I've got to clean the bathroom. Or, I get to clean the bathroom. And then I'll enjoy a nice clean bathroom all week. Okay? Kind of like that. But your thoughts control the story. Your thoughts control everything that happens, and your thoughts control your actions. So if you're thinking negative, remember we talked about negative Nelly, Debbie Downer, then negative things happen. And you'll be like, oh, I knew that was going to happen. For example, I've thought about times when I'm walking and it's like icy outside, or I'm walking on a slippery floor, and all I can think about is, oh, I'm going to fall. I'm going to fall. What happens? I fall. Why? Because that's what I focused on. That's what I thought about. Instead of thinking, oh, I can do this. I can walk amazing. Oh, I've got my balance. I'm good. No worries. It's the negative things that get into us. So that's why we've got to delete those. We have to put in the positives. We have to save them, right? And then we have to get rid of the negatives. Because when we think positive things, it makes our bodies take positive actions. And then when someone asks you, who are you? You have a positive, amazing introduction, and answers for them, okay? So it's kind of what you think about, you bring about. All right. We talk a lot here about affirmations, and these affirm or state as a fact the positive things. So tell your brain what to do. I am going to be successful at this test. I am amazing. I am having a great hair day. Not me, because I've got hair everywhere. I am powerful and awesome and smart. When you tell yourself those things, and we encourage you to do this every day, and on our exercise today, we're talking a little bit about that, then you have those things to pull on when something negative happens. So maybe you don't have a lot of those positive thoughts yet stored up. Remember, we're going to save those, just like a good song or a good video. Until we have those stored up, we have to give them to ourselves, and that's our affirmations. So those I am statements. All right. Now, you can't just say I am. You have to still make effort. So you can't say, I am a millionaire. You still have to work at it, but we're getting there, right? So affirmations, I am amazing. And I want you to look in the mirror and tell yourself that. I am amazing. So when someone says, who are you? You can say, I am whatever your name is, and I'm amazing. Even if you say the I'm amazing part to yourself, I want you to get in that habit, because that is going to build your self-esteem. That is going to build your courage. That is going to build your muscle to step out and do more and more adventurous things to make you successful and to make you happy. And with that, the world is your oyster, girl. It's all there for you. So I challenge you right now to write down 10 things that you love about you, okay? And I'm going to help you. Are you ready? You are unique. You are amazing. You are awesome. You are smart. You are beautiful. You are talented. You are gutsy. You are kind. You are incredible. You are fabulous. And you are enough. Stop the comparison game. Stop the twos, right? And focus on how amazing you are. I want to boost that self-esteem. So make sure you return your worksheet so that you can get an amazing prize this month. Make sure you click like and subscribe. And please make sure to keep following us. And I can't wait to see the affirmations that you create for yourself. And I can't wait to see you pouring into yourself more, because I'm here to pour into you and I want you to pour into you. All right, girl boss. Until next month, have a good one. Keep that power to dream.